Who would I rather fight right now? Usyk. Because I want me revenge in England. That's all I want. I want a fair shout. And I don't believe I've got a fair shout the last 2 times. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do, because I can't really go to the decision. I think I'm going to have to knock the out. But yeah, that's the one I want. But if I don't get that, then it'd be Joshua, the biggest British fight that will ever happen. And it would break all records. And it would sell out 100,000 at Wembley in an hour. And it's a fight that I think can happen for sure if I decide to come back and the deal's right and all the other that goes with it.
The best Tyson should beat the best Usyk because of the attributes. So, you know, anything less won't beat Usyk. But on his A game, he should be able to come through that fight.
Tyson Fury is back, and the heavyweight division is loud once more. The Gypsy King's retirement was short-lived, and now boxing's most unpredictable star is going back into the fray. From Usyk to AJ, legends and critics alike are weighing in. Here's a look at the comeback that's already rocking the sport. The Gypsy King has formally announced his return. Tyson Fury went on social media to announce he's out of retirement and in the gym again, preparing for war again. It didn't take long for whispers becoming confirmed, and now fans are wondering which fight is next. Famous for his charming shenanigans and top-level boxing IQ, Fury's presence brings drama and enjoyment to an already deep division. The King has returned, and he's got some unfinished business to attend to in the ring.
So, I'm here, away, doing my job, and there's never any excuses to not train. Is there, guys? Any excuses to not train? What are you saying? Under any circumstances, we get it in, because we know that you're going to feel better after you've done a workout, after you've got a sweat on. You feel tired for a minute, we feel brand new for about 6 hours then. So get up, get your lazy ass up, and get on that road or get in the gym. Have a fantastic day. Get up. How'd you stop the gun? Oh. Or not. Yeah, so how's it going? It won't start. Okay.
Fury didn't waste time making his intentions clear. He wants Alexander Usyk. After stepping back into the spotlight, the very first fight he targeted was none other than the Ukrainian maestro. Many saw this coming, considering the long-standing tension and the absence of a decisive battle between the two. It's not about money anymore, it's about legacy. Fury wants to cement himself as the greatest of this era, and for that, the Usyk challenge seems inevitable.
Who would I rather fight right now? Usyk. Because I want me revenge in England. That's all I want. I want a fair shout. And I don't believe I've got a fair shout the last 2 times. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do, because I can't really go to the decision. I think I'm going to have to knock the out. But yeah, that's the one I want. But if I don't get that, then it'd be Joshua, the biggest British fight that will ever happen. And it would break all records. And it would sell out 100,000 at Wembley in an hour. And it's a fight that I think can happen for sure if I decide to come back and the deal's right and all the other that goes with it.
Tyson Fury had spoken out regarding his discontent with the refereeing of the second bout with Usyk. In Fury's opinion, he feels that he performed enough to secure at least 3 rounds and was not satisfied with the manner in which the officials produced the contest. This ongoing frustration seems to be one of the primary motivators for his return. Anger is coming back, not only for titles or headlines, but to right what he perceives was a profound misjudgment in a bout that should have gone his direction.
What do you think, truthfully?
I thought he was dead tonight. I thought he was going to get it, if I'm honest.
I swear to God, I thought I won it by at least 3 rounds.
But listen,
I bossed the fight in front foot all night. I worked.
That's precisely the reason Adam Smith, a well-respected British voice in boxing, wasn't surprised when Fury made the announcement. Smith has always thought Fury's competitive nature wouldn't allow him to remain retired, particularly the manner with which it concluded in the Usyk bout. He added that the failure to close out that fight, coupled with Tyson's wish to retire on his own terms, meant a return was more a question of when than if for Smith.
It's no shock at all. Tyson was always coming back. I understand what Gabby's saying. The act, the will he, won't he, and look, I think the thing is that Tyson Fury is still needed in boxing. Boxing is flying at the moment on absolute fire. We've got Usyk and Dubois, of course, 2 weeks on Saturday. Next week, a huge weekend in New York with Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, got the Ring Magazine event. It's just flying. There's so much going on, but there's one character that's really missing, and that's Tyson Fury. I saw AJ this week at a Matchroom event. He wants to fight probably the back end of the year. Maybe he'll fight someone like a Deontay Wilder. I thought it would be Dillian White, but of course White's fighting Italma. Tyson Fury was always going to come back. He'll fight in 2026. He'll fight Anthony Joshua. I understand what Kelvin's saying about the potential of that fight being in Riyadh.
Usyk, for his part, has not avoided the prospect of another Fury bout. The Ukrainian champion has publicly showed interest in a rematch and recognized the interest and worth it carries. For Usyk, defeating Fury once more, or even more resoundingly, would further cement his status as one of the all-time greats. He is aware that Fury's return might translate to the biggest heavyweight bout of this era.
You know, this work, everything okay? Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. First fight with Daniel Dubois, who win? Alexander. Yeah, enough. Blow, dirty and clean. For me, listen, bro, 3 years.
You say you have 2 more. Do you know who you want it to be after Daniel Dubois?
Maybe it's Tyson Fury, maybe it's Anthony Joshua.
Tyson Fury, your friend who you call Greedy Belly.
Yeah.
He says he's retired, then he's not, then he's retired. Now he may be coming back.
Yes, I think it's not retired. Типа завязал retired. Yeah, it's not retired. I think Tyson continue training, continue boxing because it's a great man. Yes, Tyson Fury a lot of speak, blah 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 blah. But it's great man. Wow.
And he appears more than willing to embrace that challenge. Long before Fury announced anything, Usyk had already foretold that Tyson was coming back. In an earlier interview, Usyk boldly declared that Fury wouldn't remain retired and went so far as to say that he wished to fight him once more. It now seems Usyk read the signs before anyone else. That prescience not only indicates that Usyk comprehends the game, but also that he knew that their rivalry feels so incomplete.
If Tyson Fury's watching this and he's wanting to come out of retirement, what would you say to him? Do you think he should box on, Tyson Fury?
If Tyson Fury back in career, maybe we organization one more fight.
You want would you have a trilogy with us?
No problem.
No problem.
I ready.
Would you have that at Wembley Stadium as well?
Wembley, do you have more?
We have Manchester. You can maybe go Manchester Red Old Trafford for Tyson Fury.
Yes.
Numerous in the world of boxing were supportive of Fury's choice, including David Haye, who was more than happy to see all the heavy hitters back in the running. Haye pointed out how much it matters that top-of-the-line fighters get to fight one another, as opposed to watching legacy fights get away from us. With Fury, Usyk, Joshua, and Wilder on the scene or negotiating, Haye is convinced the division is finally coming together. To him, such a heavyweight movement restores genuine legitimacy to the sport.
Now he knows his boxing, he's a historian himself, he's a former 2-time, 3-time heavyweight champion. He knows a haymaker, packs a punch. But no, it's good to see everyone here together. Derek Chisora asking some questions. It was great. It was very nice. Conor Benn. It's like everyone who's relevant in boxing right now are here to take part.
Haye did not stop there. In a different appearance, he doubled up on his enthusiasm regarding Fury's return and how it could redefine the landscape. He said that win or lose, Fury facing Usyk again is what the sport calls for. He pointed out the differing styles, Fury's size and movement against Usyk's footwork and accuracy, and how dynamics like these are not common in modern heavyweight boxing. For Haye, it is a once-a-generation quality of rivalry that has to be decided on in the ring.
I'm pretty sure Tyson Fury is up on the stage talking. He said he wants to fight for that belt. They're going about it the right way. They've really heavily invested in this infrastructure. I haven't seen anything like it, to be honest.
Interesting,
it's interesting to see. It's very, very interesting.
Mike Tyson also commented on the news and offered a straightforward but powerful message to Fury. Take it seriously. The retired heavyweight legend called on Tyson not to play this off as another payday or comeback act. Rather, Fury should concentrate, push push hard like it's his last stint and not sell short what Usyk has to offer. Tyson's words were ones of sincere concern and respect, cautioning that the half-hearted version of Fury will not survive against an entirely motivated Usyk.
Do you think Tyson Fury could avenge Usyk?
Yeah.
Any particular advice for him?
Take it serious.
Not everyone is happy, however. Sam Jones was one of the first to have a differing view, offering that Fury should have remained retired. Jones stated that the sport must bring the focus to the newer wave of fighters instead of going back to those known. Although he recognized the influence Fury has had on the division, he feels now is the time for emerging stars to be the focus and make their mark without being overshadowed by former champions desperate for a final glory run.
Right, I love Tyson, but no, not really. Not really, because I thought the fights were a lot closer than what the scorecards suggest, but ultimately, you can't be Usyk of the 2 wins, do you know what I mean? Like, I would love to see Tyson Fury come back, but if not, I'm not too bothered, Andrew. I'd rather see, the young kids that are coming through, your Leo Atangs who's making his debut on Saturday. I'm excited to see the new crop of fighters come through. And if Tyson wants to hang his gloves up, he's had a Hall of Fame career, good luck to him. But if he does come back, let's see the AJ fight. But if not, I'm sick of hearing about it, if I'm honest with you. I don't want to hear about, oh, is he coming back? Come on, mate. I would love Tyson Fury to come back and give the British fans him against Anthony Joshua, because that's what we all want to see, really. And then maybe the winner can fight Usyk, and then you fire off. But Tyson should come back, in my opinion, and do the 2 fights, AJ and Usyk. But if he doesn't, good luck to him.
Eddie Hearn chimed in too, providing some insight into the behind-the-scenes intricacies. Although Fury may covet Usyk, Hearn noted that Turki Alalshik, the powerful Saudi advisor, is apparently mulling other plans for the next wave of mega events. In Hearn's view, there is a great deal of strategic repositioning at play, and nothing is as simple as it seems. Therefore, even if Fury versus Usyk is coveted, there is no certainty that it represents the bigger picture of the present movers and shakers.
Tyson Fury will return in 2026. I saw Tyson say Trilogy with Usyk, April 18th. He's already selling. Get on to Spencer Brown for tickets. Your thoughts on it all?
Poor Spencer Brown. He's going to have a lot of phone calls today. No, I think that Turkey called me this morning actually about AJ. I think he wants both of them to come back at very similar times, we should say. And I think Turkey's aim will be to make AJ against Fury. I think it's the biggest fight in boxing. I just think commenting on Fury's comments and goading him and saying he's ducking AJ, it's just going to go the other way. So we just let him do his thing. And by the way, I'm sure he wants to fight Usyk again because he feels like he won those 2 fights. I know most don't, but he's a competitive guy and Usyk took his oath. Just like AJ lost to Usyk, he would love to run it back with him. But I think AJ kind of realises I lost twice. It's still a big fight, but the fight is Fury. And if you look at the comments regarding the Usyk fight, everything is, no. It has to be AJ.
Well-known boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult seconded the doubts, querying whether a second Usyk-Fury bout could match the drama. He posited that Fury might be well beyond his peak physical condition, and that the rematch would not have the urgency and competitiveness that fans expect. In his view, it could turn into a slow boxing chess contest and not a war. That being the case, that has created controversy among fans who question if this rematch is coming a little too late.
Don't be shocked if Tyson Fury comes in far heavier this time. Don't be surprised if he comes in 270 plus. He'll try to walk him down and bully him. Usyk's going to have to move a lot more. Fury's going to probably be more physical, pushing him around, leaning on his neck and stuff like that. And that was the approach many of you guys wanted from Tyson Fury. I think that will make Tyson Fury's arms heavier and make him tired even quicker. Tyson Fury's legs is just done. He wasn't moving around well at all. And him coming in heavier, his legs going to be even worse. And I think Tyson Fury's chin hasn't gotten any better. I think the first fight is the best fight we're going to get from both of them, if Tyson Fury comes in heavier.
Former opponents and close friend Derek Chisora also expressed reluctance. He revealed he'd rather Tyson fight Anthony Joshua than Usyk. For Chisora, Fury-Joshua remains the biggest British boxing fight ever and should be achieved before one of the competitors worsens. In his opinion, Fury versus Joshua contains explosive dynamics, history, power, and personality, all in the same package, and it's something the fans have desired for years.
Anthony Joshua fight will be a hard fight as well.
Yeah.
But we don't want to see those 2 fights.
Why?
We just want to see Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to see Tyson Fury and Usyk, because we've seen twice, and the outcome will be the same. We don't want to see it, yeah? We don't want to see it. What is Tyson Fury going to do which is going to be different from the last 2 fights? Nothing. So we want to see Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua.
It's just being teased today. That's all. I'm not.
No, we don't want to be
myself.
teased. Don't tell me you're opening up a strip club around the corner from my house. No, I want you to open one. So what I'm trying to say to you is, we only want to see Tyson and AJ.
The response from the public has been varied, particularly since an old interview of Deontay Wilder surfaced. Wilder said in the clip that Fury had been saved by referees in their trilogy and questioned the validity of some of Tyson's major wins. With Fury back in the spotlight, the timing of that interview resurfacing online has sparked even more debate. Critics are now bringing up controversies from the past, setting fuel to the already hot discussion on Fury's legacy.
The action was, I was on the fence of the fight coming out. I didn't know who was going to win. But, being that he did win, congratulations to him. I think the referee took away a knockout for him. They always trying to save somebody. I'm not going to say who. But, congratulations to Usyk. And I wish you nothing but the best. The rematch, who knows? It's all about what person bring what dog to the fight. Many times we have good days and we have bad days, and you just never know. If I had to pick, I would say Usyk. But hey, let's see what happens.
Even without official confirmation, this rumored rematch is already dominating headlines. Simon Jordan had his say recently, confidently stating that Tyson Fury would knock Alexander Usyk out if they fought again. Jordan feels that Fury's size, ring control, and awkward rhythm would eventually break Usyk down. While some would call that an optimistic assessment, it is indicative of the confidence many still have in Fury's skill set when properly prepared and mentally focused.
I think it'll be a lot like the way you described it. I think it'll be cautious. I think we might have to yawn our way through the first couple of rounds. But I think Fury will lean on him. I think he'll slow him down with his weight. I think he'll pop him away around his midriff. And I think he'll knock him out in about 8 or 9.
Oh, you do? You think he'll knock him out? Interesting.
I think that Fury will want to knock him out. I think Fury will see it as a badge of honour to knock him out. And I think he'll work him out quickly, or try and work him out quickly. He worked out Wilder in the second fight. In the first fight, he got himself back into a condition where he could fight at that level. In the second fight, he decided to meet him in the middle of the ring. People say that's because that he potentially couldn't move around anymore. I'd say it's because he wasn't fearful of Wilder and he thought he could deal with him.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think Fury will work out Usyk in this fight. And I think he'll knock him out.
Eddie Hearn subsequently opined that if Fury versus Usyk does come to fruition, he would also support Fury to succeed. For all their previous battles in the press, Hearn conceded Tyson at his best is a nightmare stylistically for anyone in the weight class. Although he was impressed with Usyk's talent, Hearn appeared to be inclined towards the conviction that the Gypsy King possesses the capability to beat the Ukrainian for a second time.
I think Tyson Fury wins the fight. I mean, it all depends on if what we saw in the Ngannou fight was just him not taking it seriously, or if it was him in decline, he's going to have a tough night against Usyk. I think he's going to be too big in that fight. If he's switched on, if he trains properly, which you'd expect him to do and be, I expect him to win. But you can't rule out Alexander Usyk. It's a tremendous heavyweight clash. Another massive fight in Saudi Arabia, and great for the heavyweight division and great for boxing that we're seeing that undisputed fight.
Tyson's uncle, Peter Fury, a significant person in his previous career, also pledged his allegiance. He said that if Tyson is at the top of his game, physically and mentally, then he defeats the best available Usyk. Peter emphasized that it's not about fame or hype, but about preparation and execution. In his eyes, Tyson's skill set, when fully sharpened, is still unmatched in the division, and that version of Fury, he believes, is capable of silencing all doubt.
The best Tyson should beat the best Usyk because of the attributes. So, anything less won't beat Usyk. But on his A game, he should be able to come through that fight.
Fury's return isn't just a comeback, it's a warning. The heavyweight chessboard just reset. Let the games begin. Subscribe for more real fight talk, no fluff, just facts.